Hey, here are 5 stupid things I've noticed since last time. Faith healer sues YouTuber for pointing out the obvious. Adam Miller is a self-described spiritual healer who claims the ability to cure chronic pain, multiple sclerosis, AIDS, cancer, and a whole plethora of other ailments with a 95% success rate because, hey, nobody's perfect. A little while ago, Stephanie Guttormson, a friend of mine, full disclosure, made a video where she pointed out that spiritual healing isn't really a thing, and if you charge for it, as Adam Miller does, you're kind of ripping people off. Although Steph was a lot more direct about it because she doesn't give a fuck, and why should she? She's right. Anyway, here's the funny part. Adam Miller, the phony baloney faith healer, is now suing Stephanie Guttormson for defamation, among other things. Now, hopefully, the judge who draws the short straw and has to listen to this frivolous bullshit will toss Miller out of the courtroom on his ass. But in the meantime, Steph has set up a GoFundMe page to help cover any legal expenses, and she promises to donate whatever's left over to Opportunity Village, a charity that helps folks with intellectual disabilities. There's a link in the description box. Racist principal ruins graduation. Week before last, Nancy Gorduke, principal of TNT Academy in Stone Mountain, Georgia, accidentally dismissed the audience at the school's graduation ceremony before the valedictorian had spoken. While trying to call back the departing audience members, Gorduke declared that they were, quote, the rudest people she had ever seen, complaining in particular that it was, quote, all the black people who were walking out. I really can't say that I blame them. I doubt I would have the willpower to return to my seat after being dismissed from a graduation ceremony, even one emceed by a non-racist. A person can only take so much. Gorduke has since apologized, sort of. She blamed her outburst on the devil, and the school fired her anyway. So at least this one had a happy ending. Republicans vote to cut Amtrak funding following deadly crash. This past Wednesday, Republicans on the House Appropriations Committee voted to approve a 20% cut in the budget of Amtrak, the publicly funded passenger railroad, one day after an Amtrak train derailed near Philadelphia, killing 8 people and injuring over 200. The committee also rejected an amendment that would have funded a speed control technology that investigators say might have prevented Tuesday's accident. Democratic committee member Steve Israel was admonished for referencing the crash while advocating for increased infrastructure spending. And I can't really blame the Republicans for admonishing him. I mean, the nerve of that guy. Doesn't he know that it's bad taste to push for infrastructure spending so soon after a train wreck? Just like it's bad taste to talk about gun control after a shooting or any other time. Bud Light, the official beer of getting raped. One of America's most inexplicably popular beers stirred controversy last month when someone noticed that bottles of Bud Light bore the slogan, "The perfect beer for removing no from your vocabulary for the night." The company has since apologized, but between that and McDonald's new bachelorette party stripper version of the Hamburglar, I have to wonder if ad firms are just competing with each other to see who can troll us the hardest before we actually notice. Fox News defends its demeaning of the poor. President Obama continued his all-out-of-fucks farewell tour last week, participating in a poverty summit at Georgetown University, where he called out Fox News for pushing the narrative that poor people are lazy sponges who don't want to work and deserve their misfortune. I've been disgusted at the right wing's blatant poverty shaming for years, so this was music to my ears. Not so much over at Fox News, however, where hosts almost immediately took to the air to defend the channel's coverage of poverty-related issues. My favorite was Steve Doocy of Fox and Friends, who declared that if people don't want to be poor, they should just wind up with a job. Yes, Doocy poor-shamed while defending his network against the charge of poor-shaming. Where else on TV can you so frequently see people bragging about their aim while shooting themselves in the foot? The hardest part is only picking 5. Catch you next time.